My name is Carolyn. I'm the co-founder of We'll Work for Recovery. We are a recovery community organization based in North Minneapolis. We had started initially, we wanted to have a different kind of a place for people to feel welcomed and accepted. Motivation for doing this was to helping women get out of prison and help them restructure their lives and see some positive changes for them. And previously I had volunteered in the women's prison for 22 years, and I saw that there was a cycle going on, and that, you know, I just knew that there is a way out. So I initially started as a small business owner, and I had absolutely no idea of how to found or develop a nonprofit. And after I had sold my business due to personal family circumstances, I took the summer off and I met Paul. So one of our first conversations was that we had a vision of having a place that his input was he wanted to have a cool, comfortable place with couches and cool art on the walls, and just a place where people could feel at home and feel welcome and accepted no matter what their background was. Mm-hmm. Both of us have had extensive trouble, you know, legally, personally.
I'm Paul, also co-founder of We'll Work Recovery. I'm pretty excited about it. Like she was touching on, is that, you know, I had this vision, this idea, and didn't know where it was going to go, other than I knew it was seeded in me to get this place going and get this stuff happening. And like she said, help people with all kinds of addictions and problems and issues and stuff like that, because I had them all, and I needed a comfortable place, a safe place, and we collaborated and talked about this, and you know, I don't know if you want to edit this, but the only thing I run is my mouth. She's the boss. I mean, without her, this place would have never existed. You know, she's really put her heart and soul into this, and you know, I just kind of keep it running. I just keep it going. I really like seeing the people coming in and out of here and watching their lives change. It's just that simple. I mean, I always say it's not the profound stuff we say, it's the profound stuff we do. And that's what I see in a lot of people doing some pretty profound things, you know, by getting their lives together and starting anew. I mean, it was said earlier, you know, a brand new life. You know, it worked for me. I mean, I was not one of the people that this would I would have ever thought would work for, and certainly didn't think that I would be doing something like this today. But like I said, this seed was planted, you know, after a high-speed chase on a motorcycle. I was pretty busted up, and I had this idea or vision that this needs to happen, and this is what I want to do, and I just keep following his message, man, his words, you know, that, you know, keep moving forward. I'm kind of a loss for words, because like I say, it's sometimes it's a lot to, it's a handful, man, you know, but it's all worth it, man. You know, this stuff has changed my life. I love listening to the newcomers and people coming in here and sharing what they got, you know, how they got here, why they got here, when they got here, and what they went through. Because addiction is nothing nice. It doesn't discriminate, and it doesn't negotiate. You know, it's devastating from, you know, one DWI to you know, armed robberies to whatever the situation may be. You know, it all sucks. Everybody has a different rock bottom, and we're here to you know, help them dig out from that rock bottom.
Right.
You know.
We found it as a completely grassroots organization, and we still run on a volunteer basis. We opened up in August of 2017, and of course had to struggle to make it through COVID, and that was something we didn't see coming. And I mean, now we are developing more curriculum for programs, specifically a reentry program that we're very excited about, because I think that would kind of kick off like helping people stay focused with their lives, right? You know, goals, writing a goals or having a goals group. Dealing with some trauma and grief, which is a huge aspect in people's lives with substance use disorder, mental health issues. So yeah, some training and education, and we're just really excited to start developing things and stepping up. You know what we've been doing. We've got the community together, and they have developed their close-knit relationships with each other, and that has been amazing to see.
Yeah.
From people that other people did not want around, their families didn't want them around, and we've always had holiday meals, just a place to gather and a place to feel loved and accepted. Yeah. So from every single background, culture, gender, everything. So we're not, you know, we want to bring people together, not separate them. So
I just wanted to say, as I was listening to you, you know, we're just basically, again, simply put, man, is that we're just people helping people help themselves. You know, and when they can do that, when they can achieve these little attainable goals and get things in order, man, they feel accomplished. They don't feel hopeless. They don't feel helpless. And you know, that's the blessing for it for me, is just watching these guys, you know, come up out of that hole and standing on this stuff.
and women.
And women, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just very interesting, and like I said, it from time to time it can be a handful. But it's well worth the while watching these guys getting their families back together, jobs, kids, just stuff. You know, like I said, I'm not a guy of a lot of words, man. I'm just this is what's going on. You know, and it's happening and it works.
You know, I pray each day for this place. I love this place. This is my home. Anything I could do to make it right and want it to be right, I would love for Woodwork for Recovery is the place to be for me. And Carlyon and Paul, they just like my family, because I don't have a lot of family here. I got a few people here, but since I've been here, I have amazing people in my life. I have a big family, Woodwork for Recovery family.
Right on.
And I could not ask for a better family in recovery. And I love all you guys. And one thing I'm going to say, give yourself a chance, because it will work.
So I still, like everyone else said, I remember the first day that I walked into Woodwork for Recovery. I walked in those doors over there, and I looked around, and I said, what is this? I literally did. I was like, my house manager, I looked at him, I said, where did you bring me? I thought we were going to a meeting, not like a garage sale or someone's garage or something. You know, and I sat on that red couch over there and I had no clue what to expect. I had come to meetings before, but nothing like this. Energy in the room, I was like, you know, I was sure nobody in this room was sober. I mean, all the excitement and the laughter and the love was going around. I was like, man, I'm going to catch somebody in the bathroom doing a deal or, you know, something. I couldn't believe that what I was seeing was real. And so I kept coming back to bust all you guys. And I still haven't. It's been, 19 months or something I've been coming here. And what hasn't Will Work for Recovery given me? It's given me, I want to say my life back, but it hasn't. It's given me a brand new life, a fresh, clean start. It's taught me how to treat people with respect, how to be given respect. You know, out on the streets, you know, we all just used one another. We said we respect each other and blah, 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 and that was so far from the truth. I learned what real, true love was, you know, unconditional, that I come in here and I'm beaten down and battered, you know, I've gone through some tough things in my life. I walked through the door just bawling my eyes out and people just love me up. You know, it's amazing what this place has given me. Yeah, fellowship's been a big thing. You know, you really get to know people at fellowship. They, you know, other people will see when you're struggling before you even know it. And that's happened to me quite a few times. People come up to me and ask me what's going on, what, you know, and I thought I'm fronting, you know, I'm good. And they're like, dude, something's wrong. Come on, what's going on? And you know, through the love and trust of you guys, I've, you know, unburdened myself with all that dead weight that I was carrying through my life. Like Dwight said, some of that stuff that happened 20, 30 years ago that I've been carrying around in my backpack, waiting for a reservation to go back out, I dumped out and shared with you guys. And that was the biggest, oh my God, it let me walk around without a 1,000-pound backpack on, you know, to experience life for the first time and what it really meant, you know. I can't thank Paul and Carlyon enough for starting Will Work for Recovery. I know it's the only reason that I'm sober today. If it wasn't for this place and I had to go to other meetings where I sat around at a picnic table and pretended to be friends with people, I never would have lasted. And that's the truth. You know, the camaraderie, the love, the fellowship, everything that you get here has kept me clean, and it's helped me to help other people, to be of service. You know, this place has taught me to get out of my comfort zone, go do things I don't want to do, give people rides, ask people how they're doing, you know, and actually mean that. When I say, how you doing? And not just, you know, how you doing? Okay, and keep walking. To actually be invested in other people in this room other than myself. You know, and I just hope I can keep on doing what they started, you know, helping other struggling addicts.
You know, one of the readings that he had done was that we come to believe that there was something powerful, greater than ourselves, that can restore us back to our right mind. And one of the things that I have learned over the years is that, you know, going through this journey of being in addiction for almost 30 years of my life, from a young kid all the way into a grown adult, to where that addiction had led into causing a lot of harm and damage to people who you really, really love and care about. And a lot of times when we're under the influence and under those addiction, we really abuse the people who only just trying to love me. And I didn't get that. You know, a lot of times because of being so trapped into those addictions, to where that we misconstrued what really love really is, or what connection's really all about. Stop. You know, and just recently, I didn't realize that a lot of it was based upon trauma that I had experienced as a young man, and didn't understand it and didn't know how to unpack that. Once I realized that all of my bad behaviors and all of my mistakes that I did in the past I don't look at them as a sign of weakness within me no more. I look at them as a sign of strength because it allowed me to stay alive, to survive, and to learn more about Dwight Bowers, to go within myself, to truly find out who I am and what I was about. That allowed me to explore inside of me, the real intimacy, where I had to go within. Now that's scary when you have to go within. That's where the real journey begins. But it takes courage, and I understood that for me to have courage to do that, I couldn't. I was a scared little old boy. I was a scared little old boy there. But I'm have to say, man, one of the magical things about being here with Paul and Carol at this beautiful, sobering place, man, is when I first got out of prison about a year ago. This was my first stop after doing 31 years in prison. Scary, coming out to a whole new world, people I ain't never seen before. And the first thing I seen, I came in this place and I seen James Brown, little man, over somewhere in one of these little corners. James Brown, it just blew me away. And then I looked around, I said, damn, this is a white joint. This got to be a biker place. And then I looked around and I looked over there and I saw Jimi Hendrix. And then I looked over here. It just goes on, and you see all the icons of people who paid pivotal moments in our lives and those moments like that. And then you look at this place and you look at Carl and Paul, what they have done for this community and for people who are still suffering. And what I love about them is the fact that they don't judge. Oh my God, they don't judge. No. And then when you do make mistakes, because like a lot of us do, you know, when you're in recovery, you're going to slip and you're going to make mistakes. But the beauty part of it is getting up and getting right back at it. Don't just stupor in that. Oh, man, I didn't get it this time. You know, I'm sober 5 days today. Man, look, I went to 18 different treatments. I didn't complete them. It was good. I got so good, I ran the class. You know? But the real bottom line is, guys, I want to thank Paul, Carl, their staff, the people who come in every day, take their time out of their day, give rides, all that. Hey, that's what this is all about. That's what recovery is about. That's what.
To do that. I hit a point in my recovery where I'm like, thanks God, I got it from. Problem is, I'm not normal. I am an addict, and I forgot those questions. Those questions are something I have to answer on a regular basis. I have to, it doesn't matter how many years I got sober, I have to consistently remember who I am.
My name is Will. I'm in recovery.
Word up, Will.
So I came to Will Work Recovery. I got out of prison, and my probation officer said that I had to go somewhere to for a group. So I came here, and I remember the first day I came here, it was going around to say names and was you recovery? So I said, I didn't know what to say, so I followed my wife. I said, I'm here for recovery. And when we left, I was like, maybe what I was supposed to say, you know, because I never used drugs before. So she said, well, you was affected by it. Mm-hmm. Well, I lost my mom, brother, and sister to an overdose. So coming to this place, well, now I'm here. I came by force, but now I'm here because I believe in it's by choice now. And this place had healed me because losing my mama and brother and sister, I wanted to commit suicide. And now coming here seeing everybody, sometimes I think, what if my mom and brother and sister would have came here? Mm-hmm. They wouldn't be gone. So I used this place for healing, and it had just healed me. And now today I don't have that same feeling no more. So with that being said, that's it.
Much love, Will.
Yeah.
God has always been with me. I've always known he was there. Didn't have to see him or didn't have to touch him. It's when you get hurt in an accident, you got to believe in something. And a lot of people don't trust doctors. If I wouldn't have trusted the doctors that I had 4 years ago, I'd be done. If I wouldn't have trusted them a few months ago, I'd have been done. I had to go through a bunch of surgeries. People were thinking I was their guinea pigs, but it worked out good. I haven't been able to talk in 6 years, still kind of shaky, but it's all coming together. But you gotta believe in something, man. If you don't, I'd rather believe in something good than something bad. This place, I've brought a lot of people here, and all people that do show up, the first thing they say is how awesome it is. I mean, if I've been to a couple other AA meetings or NA meetings, and I don't like sitting at picnic tables. You can sit in a room and a bunch of picnic tables, or you can come here and get comfortable and, just trust what people are saying. You got to believe in something, man. That's all I can say. If you don't believe in something good, you got to trust the process, trust in the 12 steps, trust in what they tell you, and things will get better. They won't get worse.
That's right.
I'm super and I'm out.
Right on, Super.
I remember Paul. He was like, "This is your first time here," and we were on the other side, and he literally like just showed me around, and it was like I felt like I was at home. And to walk into a place with like couches and people that were super welcoming, I felt like I was at home for the first time in a very, very, very long time. Um, and like the reading said, like we were so like spiritually lost, like and lonely, and that's how I was in my addiction. Like it came to a point where I became somebody I didn't recognize, and when I walked into Will Work, it just opened my eyes to a whole new world. And ever since that, I haven't left this place. Carolyn, like the first time I met her, I was like, I want to be like you. Like I want, and she said you can, and that's basically what I'm doing. Like, and I'm like what I've put into my addiction. Like I did anything and everything to get high, so I will do anything and everything to stay clean and to recover and to welcome, like give everybody the welcoming hugs and the like just welcome like people that have never been here before. It's like introducing yourself and welcoming them. And making them feel like they're at home. And that's what I do because that's what was done to me when I first walked into these rooms. And yeah, and I'm just truly grateful for where my life is today. And if it wasn't for this place, who knows where I would be. So.